Ladies and gents, let the Klopp tactics begin. Yes, we have one that I'm pretty sure we covered at FM23. It looks like what they did is they ported the FM23 version into FM24. They got 120 goals a season, so we're definitely going to see if we're able to match anything near that. However, this is the Jurgen Klopp 4-2-3-1. It's actually the Klopp OP 4-2-3-1. As you can see, is a fairly standard 4-2-3-1 with a sweeper keeper in defend, wingbacks on the left and the right, ball-playing defenders centrally. One is a stopper, one as a defender. Roaming playmaker in support next to a deep line playmaker in defend. Inverted wingbacks on the left and the right. Very few individual instructions, by the way, it looks. But attacking midfielder in support in the central spot, and then an advanced forward up front in attack. And is it attacking mentality? In possession, attacking with is fairly wide, play out of defense. I mean, you got some standard stuff here, mixed crosses. In transition, you got counter press counter, distribute through the center backs and the full backs and take short kicks. So a lot of the similar stuff, high press line of engagement, higher defensive line. By the way, custom gegenpress, of course, since it's a Klopp tactic, but trigger press more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, stop the crosses. So how did it do for our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa, and our championship side of Ipswich Town? Well, we start out with the Premier League teams as we usually do. Aston Villa in 4th place with 75 points. Not too bad. 24-3 and 11 with 86 goals. Very nicely done there. Liverpool with 21-6 and 11. Sitting in 6th is the problem there. 69 points. Did not do all that well, sadly. Their average is about an 85-point season from all the tactics we've covered so far in FM24. Well, Aston Villa, since they are on top in the table, you can see the EFL Cup semi-finals is where they drop out against Manchester United, both legs. Unfortunately, they lose. And then the FA Cup, they're out in the corners against Chelsea. And unfortunately, a no-trophy season for Aston Villa. Atalanta drops them out of the Europa Conference League in the round of 16 pretty quickly right after the group stage. But 1-5 away from home. That one is tough to deal with. Squad-wise, Martinez not getting the number of matches he usually gets, but Ollie Watkins with 33 goals. Dang. Ramsey with 16, 15 for Luis. Assists, 26 for Diaby. A fantastic number there as well. We'll see if they break the Premier League record, but you got Diaby with 7.25 average rating, 7.19 for Bailey. So overall, I mean, 4th place is a fantastic place to be for Aston Villa. For Liverpool, well, if we're doing these competitions individually, you can see they won a cup. So EFL Cup final 4-0 over Manchester United. Absolute drubbing. You concede 6, but you win every single match in that competition. Granted, Swansea, Wigan, Middlesbrough, and Norwich, but Manchester United is a big one, 4-0. They get to another cup final, unfortunately this time dropping out against Chelsea in the final FA Cup final 1-4. Ouch. They are final bound, and I'm actually wondering if this is the reason they came in 6th place. 3 finals, Europa League final, 0-1 in extras against Atletico. Very tough right there. However, you beat Benfica, Roma, Marseille. You beat some okay teams there. And I mean, up until that point, only true draws are the only blemishes. But Atletico kicks you out right at the very end. Squad-wise, I mean, what do you expect? Actually, Robertson getting more appearances than Allison. That's interesting to see. But 32 goals for Salah. Nunez with 25. 20 assists for Salah. I mean, he's just the master. He is an absolute beast. I mean, he's in his later stages of his career. He's 32. 32 goals, 20 assists. There's nothing stopping this dude. But 7.30 highest average rating. 7.17 for Szoboszlai. I mean, how did you not get beyond 6th? Data hub wise, decent defensively. You can see they're covering a lot of different areas, just not enough. But very good in attack, some very strong. I mean, some good attacking numbers, definitely bigger than Premier League, which is fantastic to see. But you still want them a little higher. Liverpool does have a bit there. You could see non-penalty expected goals per 90, and then the shots per game, I mean, through the roof. Goals, fantastic. Fouls per game, against per game is not great. I mean, it's over the Premier League average, but still. So overall, not too bad. Still decent defensively, not as good as Aston Villa though. Premier League stats, Aston Villa and Liverpool tops in goals, 86 and 81. Beyond that, there's nothing there except dribbles made. You're tied for 3rd for Liverpool, 5th for Aston Villa. But everything else is really not there until you get to shots. And then Liverpool with 579, Aston Villa with 493. And then player overviews, of course, Haaland gets the win. Ollie Watkins, though, with 20. Fantastic. Salah with 16, Nunez with 15. Overall, very nicely in the attacking side. But, you know, I mean, what is it? Salah had 6, so we're getting to the averages there. Most tackles, most key passes you should. Yeah, Szoboszlai and Salah are down, but still in the list. And then shots with Salah, so... Switching over to the championship side, Ipswich Town unfortunately coming in 7th with 75 points. 23, 6, and 17, 86 goals, so they're still up there. Not quite as high as the rest of the teams above them, though. I mean, 110, 113 for Leeds. Not too bad. Unfortunately, they do miss out on the playoffs, though. And they drop out against Bristol Rovers in the EFL Cup first round 0-1 and Leeds in the FA Cup third round 0-1. Not very good cup runs whatsoever. Squad-wise, not as many appearances as you would expect. 18 goals so for Jackson. Hurst was 17, so not too bad. Definitely on the lower side of what they're usually getting in these tactics. 11 assists for Connor Chaplin. That is definitely low. And only 3 in the green. Jackson, Chaplin, and Davis. 7-2-1's not a bad one right there, but a lot more that should have been in the green. Stats-wise goals, I mean, they're only in 7th, but again, they didn't play all that well. I mean, the few shots against, they had some. They're in, again, some, you know, dribbles and attacking side to a degree. Unfortunately, just not all that much. Most goals not even in the list. Assists not even in the list. Are we going to get anyone in these lists here? Oh, there you got Brandon Williams with most tackles won, 4th place. But overall, I mean, most shots. There you go. George Hurst with 120 shots. Chaplin with 92. It kind of sucks that you're not even in the top 8 in the list. But what are you going to do? So overall, yet again, this worked fantastically for Aston Villa. Unfortunately, not so much for Liverpool or Ipswich Town. But take that for what it's worth. It is a full sim. I'm not doing anything. You can definitely do better if you take control of a lot of different aspects yourself. But this time around, I wouldn't say it worked all that well. But that's it for me, Sevian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.